Hello everyone, my name is Celeste and today I'm going to show you how I use this As I Am temporary color in the shade Emerald Green, and I'm using it for the first time, very first time, and I had like this costume idea, and you can pause to look at all of these things. I'm gonna flip the jar around and let y'all see all the details, but I'm using this temporary color because I was dyeing my hair a little green for a Comic-Con convention, and I needed my hair to be a temporary color without like dyeing it the color. So this one is vegan, cruelty free. It's a really pretty shade of green, and it says to use like their leave-in conditioner and all that stuff. I didn't do all that. I just wet my hair and like put it in, but also be sure to do a patch test just to make sure that you are not allergic to any of the ingredients. They do say that on the jar, so just keep that in mind. But this is the color here. It's a very pretty shade of like emerald green. Like, I think that's pretty legit. And here I am just reading the instructions again, and it says to wet your hair before you start. So that's what I'm going to do. But I have my gloves here. It says to have that on deck. And I also grabbed a trash bag because I'm not trying to get this on my clothes, and I just know it's going to be rather messy. My hair's kind of long, so I just wanted to, get that out of the way. But I am just parting my hair because I had this costume idea of having like a snake crown. That didn't work out, but I'm parting my hair for that, my snake crown as Medusa. Yeah, so that's what that's about. And don't mind my hair. I do need to like deep wash it, which is coming later this month. Be on the lookout to that because I want clean, fresh hair for the new year, period. So I'm just getting that section out of the way and tying that off. And so I'm doing this whole back part. In my head, I envision it to be green. So that's what we're about to do. That's what we're about to get into. So I'm gonna go wet my hair and get that going. Came back, put my trash bag on. My hair's wet. I'm using a cotton t-shirt to soak up any excess water, and I just dunked my hair in the sink and I just saturated it. But I grabbed a water bottle just in case it dried out in the process. It says to have your hair wet when you do this. I'm looking at the color. It's pretty gorgeous. Here's the color in like my little lights. I mean, I guess you can call them studio lights. They're not studio lights though. And then in natural light, this is what it's looking like. It was kind of overcast outside, but this is what the color is. So I'm pretty impressed. It looks pretty to me. I like it. So we're gonna go for it. I'm just gonna start applying this to my hair. I'm reading the instructions again, just making sure. It says to use its leave-in conditioner. I did not use anything else besides water and this product. So keep that in mind. But my cousin had used this also. She used the purple shade, and she used a leave-in and the products didn't mix. But when she used the As I Am leave-in, it wasn't clumpy. So keep that in mind as well. Just make sure you test the products to make sure they mix well before you put that in your hair. But this is what the green color is looking like. Looks pretty legit to me. It got on the back of my neck and my ears, but it came off really easily with the towel, and it didn't stain my ears or my neck that I saw. I did later on use a blow dryer. Oh, and there's the color comparison, just so you can see. But I did later on use a blow dryer, and it did stain my hands when I used that, but that's why I have gloves. Do use gloves. I recommend using gloves when you use this product. And here I am just spraying my hair again. Not sure how wet to have it, but don't have it dripping. For sure don't do that. And if you have locks like I do, then don't forget to squeeze the product into your hair to really thoroughly apply it and get it all over. It says on the jar that it's good for 3 and 4 hair types. So if you have 3-4 hair types, then this product's good for you. I don't know what my hair would be. It's definitely 4, but IDK. And I'm getting those ends. And we're just gonna twist it up and do the other side. And I'll be back in a second. So this is what it looks like all applied. It's all in there, at least where I want it to be. I didn't go all the way up to the roots because I didn't want my scalp to be crazy, but that's how much product I used for like 2/3 of my head, I guess. And I'm applying just a tiny bit more just to, I don't know, be a little extra. But that is what it's looking like. Not too bad. The color is really nice. It looked really good when it was wet, and it looked pretty good dry too. And I have some photos at the end to show you guys. But here I am showing you the back. Here's what it all looks like applied. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So here is what it looks like in the sunlight. It's still wet. It's still very wet, or damp I should say. But it's a very it's a very vibrant green color. It looked very nice. I liked it. It was giving. It was giving what it was supposed to give. And here's some more pictures, just showing you what it looks like in different lighting. This was the bathroom lighting. It's still wet, or damp I should say. To the touch, it would definitely stain clothes. It would definitely stain your hands. Just FYI. And then this was after I blow dried it a couple times. This was like 4 hours later, and it was still pretty damp. This product did take a while to dry, in my humble opinion. It took a minute. It did dry overnight. I did wake up to it dry, but it took longer than I expected. But you know, it is what it is. And like I said, this was 4 hours later, and I still have some product on my hands. My hair stayed pretty damp for a minute. I had to blow dry it 3 times, I want to say, and it was still a little damp in some areas, especially on the inside of the lock, I'm assuming. So be careful of that. Just giving you the heads up, but I like it. And so here I'm going to show you some pictures of Comic-Con, like what it was giving. So this was the next day, pretty early in the morning. We got our costumes on, my girl Raven next to me, and this was in the car. It's completely dry. It's very green. I think the color popped. Like it looked nice. But also in like the shadows and stuff, you could not tell what, like it didn't look like I had any color in my hair. So it only looked very green and vivid and light. Other than that, it did not. But if you wanted to know costume ideas or something for an event or whatever you're going for, this temporary color I definitely recommend, as I am curl color. And that's all from me, folks. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.